I once again want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, double honors to the elders, the apostles, the great millstone that surely do you well. Salutation to the Akim that push this word out there in sincerity and in truth. Right, this is Lamad, once again from GMS Camp Trinidad. Right, coming to do another video. As the elders named this year the year of prophecies. Right, so the year that prophecies will be fulfilled, the year that we have prophesy hard. Right, so just as you see on the screen, right, I have a little illustration or a pic, right, of what people call a UFO, but to we the men of Great Stone, right, knowing the scriptures is what you call the chariots of the Most High, or clouds, right, because this is by the way the name of the video is the Return of Yahawashi. Yahawashi being the true name of the Son of the Most High God, or the Most High Power, which the world ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Alright, Salakia. Right, so the return of Yahawashi, basically this is how he returned. Not like how these Christians depicting the head the Lord coming on a literal cloud. Right, so I just jumping into it, basically how the Lord when I return and what he gonna do when he return. Right, this is Revelation chapter 1 verse 7. It says, behold, he cometh with the clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierce him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so amen. Alright, so like going into the scriptures, it said he cometh on clouds, right? Because in think about it, in the wilderness, what could have covered the children of Israel being a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night, right? As you could see the way how this chariot basically is, right? This would have done something like that, right? Because in the book of Ezekiel chapter 4, chapter 1 verse 4, Salakia, I'll go to it, right? This is Ezekiel chapter 1 verse 4. It says, and I looked, and behold, a whirlwind, right? Because sometimes the chariots will be like in Revelation 19, they will call it a white horse, or they'll call it a whirlwind clouds, alright, or a chariot, right? So, and I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself, right? So that's the lights on the chariot, basically like how you're seeing on this one, right? And the fire enfolding itself, and the brightness was about it, right? And out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire, right? I wish I had that pic on top of a tablet right about now, where they said it had one that basically touched down in off the coast of Australia, right? Basically it was like the color of it was like amber, right, which goes back to the chariots at the Most High, right? So when our shy come back, he'll be coming on the clouds, all right, and the world going and mourn at the return of Yahushai. A lot of people going and asking mountains to fall upon them, all right. This is Jeremiah chapter 10. Right, I'll start off with one. Hear ye the word which the Most High Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Right? He's speaking to the Israelites here. Thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Right? Because even here in Trinidad, we see a lot of chariot sightings, which some people call shooting stars or satellites, but no, it's not that. It's actually chariots of the Most High that roaming the earth right about now. The angels of the Lord are in these vehicles, alright? Marakab or Baratazalawas, iron horses, alright? So, the Most High telling you don't be dismayed, because guess what? To the one to this is their means of salvation, right? In Jeremiah, Isaiah 31 verse 5, it says that like birds flying, so will the Most High defend Jerusalem. Right? So that is how Yahweh Shai coming to defend Jerusalem. Alright? This is Isaiah 64 verse 1. Right? And it reads, oh, that thou wouldest rend the heavens, that thou wouldest come down, that the mountains might flow down at thy presence, right? So like in Independence Day, part 1 and 2, when the chariots of the Lord burst the clouds or come through the sky, because the firmament is the first heaven, right? With the skies and the clouds or the birds fly, that is also called a heaven, right? So the scripture said, "Oh, that thou wouldest rend the heavens," right? Meaning tear the heavens open, and he come down on the chariots, right? A flaming fire, that thou wouldest come down, that the mountains might flow down at thy presence. Yeah, because guess what? That chariot will not be so big, right? As when the melting fire burneth, the fire causeth the waters to boil, to make thy name known to thine adversaries, that the nations may tremble at thy presence. Yeah, right? The nations will not tremble when they see these chariots, because a lot of people will not think what is aliens or an alien invasion. Right? But no, that is when Yahawashi return. Alright? Because guess what? When he returns, the elites, the Illuminati already know what these vehicles are. They know that Yahawashi, right? They're coming back with vengeance, right? So I'll just jump to Isaiah 63 verse 4. It says, "For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come." Right? So the day that he will not save his people, and the day of anger, right? Because going back into Isaiah 34 verse 8, he says the controversy of Zion, where all these nations, they took advantage of the nation of Israel, right? But pertaining to Joel chapter 3 verse 1, when he come to plead with these nations in the valley of Yehoshaphat, which means Yahweh's judgment, right? So first he coming from the east, right? He'll be coming from the east before he come over here to America to destroy America, right? Which behind him will have the nuclear missiles or the ICBMs that these other nations basically, have created, right? By the power of the Most High, because it's the spirit of the Most High that these Germans have that knowledge to create such powerful weapons, right? Which in the scriptures they are called the arrows or the flying sword or the flying glittering sword of the Most High. All right. Next precept, Revelation chapter 19 verse 11. Because when Yahawashi return, hey, this is the return of the kings, like in Lord of the Rings movie, right? This is the return of the true king, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, right? Because when he coming to the destruction also, right? So this is Revelation chapter 19 verse 11, right? It says, "And I saw heaven open," right? "Oh, thou wouldst rend the heavens," right? So the heavens open before the Most High. "And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war." Right? So a lot of people thinking that Yahawashi, he coming back for peace, and no. Right? He coming back for war. And if it is a spiritual battle, tell me something. Why it is okay? Why is he coming on earth where flesh is? Right? And coming on earth where flesh is. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 7 and 8. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. Now this ain't Immortals where they show it had war in heaven and the Lord cast down the titans or so forth and so forth. No. Right? As I said in the book of Genesis, the Most High called it firmament heaven. Right? And if I'm not mistaken, I believe is in the book of Philippians, right? It talk about the third heaven, right? Even King Solomon said it in 1 Kings 8 verse 27, when he said, "Lord, the heaven of the heavens cannot contain thee," which is the uttermost heaven, the third heaven. Alright? Or the Lord came down in this heaven, or came and reigned on the white man parade. Alright? Came to destroy their heaven. Alright? So going back, Revelation chapter 19 verse 11, "And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse." Right? So here now they call it the chariot a white horse. Right? Not a literal horse, like the way how these blasted Christians or the Jehovah Witnesses will have a literal horse or Pegasus come riding on a blasted cloud. No. Right? They're talking about the power, the chariot. The same way how you'll say a BMW, a Mercedes Benz, or a Ferrari, you'll say how much 1200 horsepower, or whatever the case is. So it's the same thing with the chariots, right? And he that sat upon him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. Right? His eyes were as a flame of fire because of the anger, and because of what he used to consume a lot of wine. Right? And on his head were many crowns. Right? Why on his head had many crowns is because what he destroyed all the kings of the nations. The same thing like with Nebuchadnezzar, he destroyed a lot of kingdoms. So they call him what? The King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Alright? So going on, his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew, but he himself, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. Right? So yeah, so why would his vesture be clothed in blood if he coming back to fight spiritual Satan and his angels? No, right? I say in the war in heaven goes back to show it in Independence Day or other alien invasion movies. Right? Alien goes back to Stranger, but the angels are the Lord, where they show the US fighters or the warplanes was in the firmament of the heaven or in the sky flying with the chariots, right? Where smaller chariots came out of the bigger chariot at that time because it had the father chariot in heaven, and other about seven, I can't remember if it's 7 or 5, right? Other chariots came out of that bigger ship and came down, and smaller war fighters came out of that ship, right? So that was the war in heaven, Michael and his archangels. Alright, going on. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name was called the Word of the Most High. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. Right? I'll stop up to verse 15. And out of his mouth with a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations. Right? That sharp sword is the laser beams. Right? That is straight out of the midst of the chariot. Right? Hold on. This is Wisdom of Solomon. Okay. Bear with me just one sec, Baba Kasha. Right? This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 21. It says, I'll start at verse 20. His severe wrath shall be sharpened for a sword. Right? Because guess what? That the Most High, he himself is a consuming fire. So the laser beams that actually come issue out of the chariots is the Most High power itself. Right? His severe wrath. The scripture call it the cup of his wrath, right? There's a fire. His severe wrath shall be sharpened for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise. Right? The world shall fight with him against the unwise. The world will not fight with the Most High. Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts go abroad, and from the clouds, right? From the clouds, the chariots, as from a well-drawn bow, shall they fly to the mark, and hailstone full of wrath shall be cast as out of a stone bow, and the water of the sea shall rage against them, and the flood shall cruelly drown them. Right? Because hey, they're gonna be drowned in fire. Right? They're gonna be drowned in fire. Alright? So back into Revelation. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. Yeah, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. Hey, and look at that, they're actually singing this song in my neighborhood here. Mashiach in his kingly character. I can't remember if it's Garnet Silk who sing the tune. Right, but he's the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. And what he come to do, he come to conquer these other nations. Right? And put them underneath his feet. And simultaneously, when all things are put underneath his feet, all things are put underneath his father's feet also, right? And he treaded the winepress of the fierceness and the wrath of the almighty power, right? Because he coming in the vengeance and the vexation of his father. Alright? He coming in the fierceness of the wrath of his father. Right? But when he coming on the chariots. Hey, and a lot of people, even the hopefully elect, they go and see it and they go and be frightened. People when I'm pissed and shit liquid out of the ass when they see Yahawashi return. And knowing, hey, is a tall black man. Like somebody is on he went to NASA, a Edomite, and he said that he saw a chariot or a space vehicle. I believe it's close to one of them planets. It wasn't the sun, it was close to one of the planets. And he said that the length of this vehicle was 2.5 Earth lengths long. So it was bigger than the Earth, but twice and a half the times. Right? And he said the door of the vehicle opened. And he said the door was very, very, very tall. Right? I cannot remember if he gave an exact length of how, or exact height of how tall the door was. But he said tall, dark-skinned men came out of the vehicle. And the lady who was interviewing him was saying, "You mean tall or black men?" He said, "No, they're tall, dark-skinned men, like literally dark." Right? So a lot of people, when they actually see the height of these angels and that they ain't no white Jesus, people went and ball. Right? Because guess what? It's not a white Jesus, it's a black Yahawashi, a black His salvation when I come back on these UFOs. Right? Unidentified flying objects, but we know what they are. They are the chariots or the vehicles of the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Alright? So, going into second Esdras, right? Going a little bit more into war in heaven. The second Esdras 13, I'll start at verse 1 to 11. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the waves thereof. Right? So that is like the power basically it coming with. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. Right? Like in the book of Jude, when it said the Lord coming back with the 10,000s of heaven. Right? And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that was seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth feeleth when it feeleth with fire. Right? So that's the sword, or the laser beams, or the concentrated fire that comes out of the chariots. Right? So that's the voice, because when it comes, it will sound like a voice. Alright, it make a kind of song issuing out of the chariots, like when they're showing Independence Day again, right? When the sparks came together and actually charged the laser beam, and it came down like a thin stream, in a very thin stream, but it was concentrated fire, right? And when it hit, you hear a loud blasting noise, and it consumes a whole wide area, right? In the movie, they actually make it look like a lake of fire. Right, so going on, verse 5, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Right, out of the midst of the people, and they're talking about World War III, when everybody come together to fight Yahawashi. But I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain and flew upon it. Now think about it, can a mountain fly? No. Right? And they say Lord Hanuman, like in some cartoon I watched years ago where Lord Hanuman pick up a mountain and flew with it. No. Right? That's talking about the chariot or the UFO. Right? The cloud. Okay? Going on. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not, because why? It was not a mountain. Alright? And after this I beheld, And lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet this fight. Yeah, so it's like when the Mosai Yahweh, he had a Pharaoh. Because guess what? Pharaoh was fighting when he started to see the Mosai work them miracles in Egypt. But what? He had in his heart the same way how we gonna do to you, the so-called white man. Right? The nation of Esau, all they still going and fight, but all they going to be pissing when all they flying in all your aircrafts, right? Because why? All they proud, all they feel that all they going to win the Most High, all they, the Creator of heaven and earth, who know your turn off button. Scripture say, well, if you take back His spirit, all things turn to dust. You mad to think you could fight the Most High power, God, right? There's a fool, right? So-called white man is a fool. So going on, right? And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been, a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. Alright? And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude multitude which was prepared to fight, right? And burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. Alright, so I just was afraid when he sees this mighty and terrible vision of the UFO or the chariot or the return of Yahawashi HaMashiach. Right? Because when Yahawashi return, hey, he coming to conquer. He coming, hey, you, the elites of all these nations, hey, the Most High coming to subdue you underneath the nation of Israel's feet. Right? Underneath his father's feet, underneath his feet, underneath King David's feet. The scriptures say, in Psalms 47, he has subdued all the nations under our feet. Right? Just like how King David, he went forth warring and subdued all these nations underneath whose feet? Underneath King Solomon's feet. That is how come we're going to have peace. Right? So, right? Going on. Second Ezra's 15. Just so. Just jump into Zechariah real quick. Right? This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 5, verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. Right? So it has some chariots that look like what some people might call a flying roll, or a scroll, or like a cigarette or something. So the length of it. Then it has some that is circle around like a donut. Alright? So like this one here, right? Circle around like a donut. Right? And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, and I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is a curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side, according to it. Right? So, who stole who? The nation of Esau, the so-called white man, stole the Negroes, the Latinos, and natives. Right? They came and they conquered, and the Most High went and find his possession, his inheritance in the so-called white man hand. Right? And other than that, the tables went and turned when Yahawashi lead them into captivity. Revelations 13, verse 9 and 10. He that hath an ear to hear, let him hear. Right? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, which is the so-called white man. He that killeth with the sword shall be killed by the sword, which is the so-called white man. And the rest of you nations, you're going and taste it too. Right? And as I said that since in Zechariah, I read Zechariah 1:14 and 15. So the angel that communed with me said unto me, cry thou, saying, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy. He never say he jealous for it for any other nation, right? But for Zion and for Judah, right? And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they held forward their affliction, right? Because when the white man conquered us, Ezekiel 36 verse 1 going on to verse 5, these other nations, right, and also put it into in the book of Luke with Lazarus, right, in Abraham's bosom, the poor man being the nation of Israel, the dogs that licked their swords was the so-called white man. They never pitied us, right? They never pitied us. None of these nations ever pitied. None of them ever asked how those do us, right? But they help forward the affliction and bury us deeper down in a ditch, right? They never came and helped us to war, all right? But like in Maccabees, the nation of Israel helped Demetrius, and they helped other people war. And white people deceitful. Look what they come back and did. They stabbed us right in our back. The same nations that we helped fought against their enemies. The same nation that we helped turn around and kicked us right in our royal ass. Alright? So yeah, Most High coming to do away with all of that. To recompense. Right? Going back, I'll read back Zechariah 5 and 3. Then said he unto me, this is a curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it. And every one that sweareth shall be cut off as on this side according to it. Does not this so-called white man love to swear on the Bible? Or have you Negroes, Latinos, and natives swear on the Bible when you go into court? Right? Did not the scriptures say, swear not at all? Neither by heaven, because it's the Most High throne, neither by the earth, because it is his footstool. Alright? And guess what? People are swear on the Bible and swear falsely. Because the scripture did say what to swear. If you have to swear, don't swear falsely. Right? You go into the court system and have abominable people who like homosexuals and all put their hand on the scriptures. Right? Going on, I will bring it forth, said Yahweh of hosts. Right? So the Most High words won't return to him void. So if he say he will not send the chariots, he will not send it. And it shall enter into the house of the thief. And who is the thief? Who is the house of the thief? Right? Mystery Babylon, which is America the Great. So right, after the Valley of Yahawashi, they're coming right over here into America. Right? The UFOs, the alien spaceships. Right? And it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that swore falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof, and the stones thereof, right? Because they're going to melt with everything, right? Nothing but molten lava, alright? So you're going to turn to Babylon, right? So I just read this precept going on. It says 2 Ezra 15 verse 34 to 43. Behold, clouds from the east and from the north unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm. Right? So what cloud will come from the east full of wrath and storm? The spaceships. Right? Yahushua and the spaceships. They shall smite one upon another, and they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth, even their own star. Didn't the scriptures say that he will multiply Israel like this, the stars of heaven? Because why? Israel will not find itself, 2/3 of Israel will not find itself in World War III. Right? 2/3 of Israel will not die, even their own star. And blood shall be from the sword unto the belly, and dung of men unto the camel's hoof. And there shall be a great fearfulness and trembling upon the earth. And they that see the wrath shall be afraid, and trembling shall come upon them. Right? Hide themselves in the clefts of the rock, for the wrath of the Most High has come. Right? And then shall there come great storms from the south and from the north, and another part from the west. And strong winds shall arise from the east, and shall open it, and the cloud which he raised up in wrath, and the stars stood to cause fear toward the east and west wind shall be destroyed. The great and mighty cloud shall be lifted up full of wrath, and the star, that they may make all the earth afraid. And that star is who? That star that coming is Yahawashi. Isn't he the bright and morning star? Right? And the seed of David? Right? So Yahawashi is that star that going on to the destruction. Matter of fact, if you look into the book of Job 38, when he said the morning stars sang before him, right? I can't remember the exact Hebrew word there, but the stars goes back into the princes. Aren't we the princes of the Most High, Yasharala? Isn't Yahawashi the son or a prince of the Most High? Yes, he is. Alright? So, the verse 40 in 2nd Ezra 15, the great and mighty cloud shall be lifted up full of wrath, and the star that they may make all the earth afraid, and them that dwell therein, and they shall pour out over every high and eminent place an horrible star, right? Fire and hail and flying swords, which is what the ICBM nuclear missiles, right, or intercontinental ballistic missiles, right? Those are the flying swords, and many waters, that all fields may be full, and all rivers with the abundance of great waters. And they shall break down the cities and walls, mountains and hills, trees of the wood and grass of the meadows and their corn, and they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon and make her afraid. The scripture says, shall enter into the house of the thief, which is who? What is the main place that he saw right now? Where is Bozrah? Right? Where is Bozrah? Then the scripture say, I'll read it in Isaiah chapter 63 and 1. Right? This is Isaiah 63 verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This that is glorious in his apparel, travailing in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save, which is Yahawashi HaMashiach. Right? Right now, America is the capital of Edom, Bozrah. Right? Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? Because why? He did much of destruction, that even the blood reached up to the horse's bridle. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. Hey, are you sure this is why you people don't like to read the Old Testament at all? Because the Lord coming to shed blood. Why you always think Esau always making a move with alien invasion, and they coming to kill people? Because they know the prophecies of the Bible. Esau know the history. Right? Esau know the history. Don't feel like that the devil don't know it. The devil know it. The blasted devil know it. Right? They shall come to her and besiege her. The star and all wrath shall they pour out upon her. Then shall the dust and smoke go up unto the heaven. Right? Going back to Revelation chapter 18, verse 1 going down to 5. Right? And all they that be about her shall bewail her. Right? All the kings of the earth shall bewail her. Right? So that's talking about when Yahawashi come back into the chariot, what exactly he will do when he returns to the chariot. Right? This is last precept I have. Right? This is Isaiah chapter 47. Right? Verse 1 to 3. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, which is America. Meaning that it was not touched. Right? Ancient Babylon was touched, but America is considered as the daughter of Babylon. Esau is considered the daughter of Babylon because why? They follow after all the customs of ancient Babylon. Right? Babylon goes back to the Hebrew word Babal, which means confusion. Alright? Going on. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne. Right? There is no throne. Your kingdom not going to continue. Although your inward thought is that your house is going to continue forever, that is a lie. You're lying to yourself. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. right? That fruitful land, the glory of all kingdoms, will no longer be called tender and delicate. Take the milestone and grind meal. Uncover thy locks, right? And we are the great millstone that hey, we gonna grind it to powder with the words of the Most High, and Yahushai will come back and destroy you, right? Uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers, yeah, make yourself naked. Verse 3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Right? So Yahushua HaMashiach, when he come back, he's not going to meet America as a man. Right? You so-called white people, the nation of Esau, Tutsi, Israel, all these other nations. Hey, Yahushua is not going to come and meet you people as a man. This time he coming back in the glory of his father Yahweh. Right? And he going to come and do beautifully, wonderfully for his people, the remnant of Israel, right? And he coming to destroy America with the ICBM nuclear missiles and the China flaming fire, right? So this is a prophecy that that is going to be fulfilled in the time to come. Hey, and behold, he come quickly, right? Though it tarry, wait upon it. Yahushai Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is true that promise. His word shall not return unto him void. America, prepare yourself for your destruction. Alright? And with that, I want to say all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders, the apostles of great men, soul and spread this truth through the four corners of the earth. Salutation to the Akim, the men who labor in this truth to spread this word, right? For the salvation of the hopeful elect. Right? Until then, Shalom, Mawat, La Babal, right? Wara Yahweh Shem Yahshai Kaya Amatka.